Hello dear students. So in today's class we shall discuss about the chapter coordination and organometallic compounds. So inorganic salts are classified into three types. So the first classification is simple salts. Simple salts. So these salts are made up of one type of cations and another type of anions. So those are called as the simple salts. So those salts which are made up of one type of cations and one type of anions are called as the simple salts. For example, sodium chloride salt, NaCl. So this sodium chloride salt is made up of Na plus sodium ions and chloride ions. So similarly, aluminium sulfate. So aluminium sulfate is made up of aluminium cations and sulfate anions. So one more example, like for example, sodium carbonate. So sodium carbonate is made up of two sodium ions and one carbonate ion. So such salts which are made up of one type of cations and one type of anions are known as the simple salts. So the second classification is the double salts. Double salts. So double salts are those salts which are obtained by the combination of two simple salts. So double salts are the combination of two simple salts. Okay. So when they dissolved in water, they produce all their constituents, ions, and also the properties of each ion are retained in the solution. So which are called as the double salts. So for example, the Mohrs salt or ferrous ammonium sulfate. So the ferrous ammonium sulfate. So its formula 6H2O. Okay. So this ferrous sulfate or ferrous ammonium sulfate or Mohrs salt, it is formed by the combination of two simple inorganic salts. So that is, one is the ferrous sulfate and another one is the ammonium sulfate plus 6 water molecules. So when ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate they combine, so they form ferrous ammonium sulfate. So ferrous ammonium sulfate is a double salt consisting of two simple inorganic salts. One is the ferrous sulfate and another one is ammonium sulfate. So similarly, the potash alum, if you consider the example of potash alum, so its composition K2SO4 24H2O. So this potash alum is an example of double salt which is formed by the combination of two simple inorganic salts. So one is the ammonium sulfate and another one is the potassium sulfate. Okay, so like that, the double salts are formed by the combination of two simple inorganic salts. So next, third classification, so let us see, is the complex salts. Complex salts, or you can also call it the coordination compounds. Coordination compounds. Okay, so this is the third classification of inorganic salts. So the complex salts or the coordination compounds are those which are obtained by the combination of two or more simple salts, but when they dissolved in water, they do not produce all their constituent ions, and the properties of some ions are lost in the solution, are called as the complex salts. Okay, for example, say potassium cyanide plus AgCN. So these two are two simple inorganic salts. So these two salts combine to form the complex salt AgCN twice. Okay, so potassium silver cyanide. So this is the complex salt. So when you dissolve this complex salt in water, it dissociates to produce the K plus ion and AgCN2 twice minus ion. So these two constituents do not undergo dissociation. Okay, so they will remain as the AgCN twice. This constituents which are present inside the parent cells do not undergo dissociation. Okay, so that means those salts which are obtained by the combination of two or more simple salts, but when they dissolved in water, they do not produce all their constituent ions, and their properties of the ions will be lost in the solution, so which are called as the complex salts. So these complex compounds, or you can also call this as the complex salts. So these complex salts further based on their electrical charge, present, so the complex compounds can be classified into three types. So the first one is the cationic complexes. Cationic complexes or cationic complex compounds. Okay, so in case of cationic complex compounds, they contain positive complex ion. Example, say Cu NH3 4 times SO4. Okay, so in this complex compound, the complex ion, okay, so that contains a positive charge. So therefore this complex compound is known as the cationic complex. So similarly, if you write one more example, CO NH3 6 times Cl3. Okay, in this example, this complex ion, so this complex ion carries the negative charge, that is positive charge. So therefore this is the cationic complex. Okay, so cationic complexes are those complex compounds which contain a positive complex ion. So next, based on the charge present on the complex ion, the complex compounds can be classified into anionic complexes. Anionic complexes. So anionic complexes are those compounds in which they contain the negative complex ion, or the complex ion carries the negative charge. For example, K4 FeCN6. So here this complex ion carries the negative charge. So one more example, if you write the one more example, K3 FeCN6. So potassium ferricyanide. So in this complex, so this complex ion carries the negative charge. So next classification is the number 3 is the neutral complex compounds or neutral complexes. Neutral complexes. So neutral complexes are those compounds which does not contain either positive or negative complex ion. For example, nickel tetracarbonyl. So nickel tetracarbonyl. So this complex compound doesn't contain any charge, either positive charge or negative charge. So next one, iron pentacarbonyl. So this compound also doesn't contain any charge on the complex, and therefore this is called as a neutral complex.